Hello viewers, I'm Mercury and welcome back to Let's Play Riviera the Promised Land. And after defiling multiple graves in order to get here, we're going to finally find out if it was all worth it. Because in case you forgot, we don't even know if the accursed is here or not. Meaning this whole escapade may have been completely pointless. Venoma, huh? Well, I can gather if it has venom in the name. Listen, if you're not going to bother explaining it, why make up a fake fungus species? In fact, out of spite, I'm going to have us all sit here in the toxic air just so I can get some treasure. Of course. Magic? Well, that wasn't a big issue, at least. Why do you think I'm? It's a treasure chest! That has to be one of the stupidest things anyone has said all game, and this is in the same game with Lena and Sierra. Oh boy. Yeah, see? It's all fine, let's just move on. You know, Lena has been oddly on point throughout this chapter. Oh boy. Yeah, this may be an issue, but thankfully, it only affects us when we're moving around the map. In fights, it's oddly completely irrelevant. Even if the poison did matter, I managed to nail down a strategy for this fight during practice, which should make it quick anyway. I just have to get to Serene's turn. These guys are weak to ice, so Serene can clean things up easily. And it's a good thing we're doing some cleaning, since these enemies can still burn through your item endurance like before. Thankfully, the scythe has enough uses to get through this fight. Albeit barely. Just one use of Deseresta and we're good to go.
This is the will of the gods.
And just like that, we're through the fight, no problems. If only I was good enough to come up with something like that during every fight.
This is the duty of the Grim Angels.
All right.
Nice new move, Serene. Unfortunately, you have no means of using it. Well, what's important here is the stats. And the nest rank. Not something I see that often. Might not even be here, Ein. In fact, let's go back and check. Make sure we didn't miss it. Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, I do too, Lena. I do too. But if we come back here, we lose more health. But also, we trigger a special cutscene. Yeah, that'd probably, fix the issue we're having here. You're absolutely right. Yes, That is what we have learned throughout the series. You are always right. Alright. We don't have time to stop. Maybe you could have said that immediately instead of waiting for Serene to wind back her weapon right before she tears open the mushroom, killing all of us. I really do have to put up with the biggest gaggle of idiots. This game's idea of characterization is making everyone as dumb as possible. Maybe. It might not be here. But at least we get a little reward. To be honest, I wouldn't put it past this game. But, actually... Of course it's Lena. But, no. Rashness actually pays off here. We get a new bow, the Spiral Arch. And, comparing the stats... This is way stronger than the Elfin Bow, but we also have way less uses. And speaking of no use, let's get rid of the Slime Ball. Why did we even bother picking that up? Yeah, that's one excuse you got there, Lena. No, you can apologize for everything else. To be fair, I think the poison is enough of a deterrent to where you don't need a trap. Fair on ya. Whoever put this here. I don't know, that was explained I think, but I forgot because I don't care. Yeah. You can sense those sorts of things? Oh. Well, yeah, if it's him, that might explain why. To be fair, death on the background of a vine-stricken deep underground chasm with an epitaph in the back with a giant poisonous rose growing along the weeds, that's a pretty cool image. Oh, it is. Well, it turns out our wild guessing has paid off. Yeah, saved. Yeah, when this guy says he's getting his revenge, he means it. This fight is not pleasant. First of all, he has these annoying things here. But, how do I... There we go. You see how it says this guy is resistant to ice and weak to holy? Throw that knowledge out the window because it doesn't matter.
This could get ugly.
Yeah, you got that right, Serene. Well, good start at least. So these two elementals here, as much as I hate them, are not the problem. It's the big bad in the back there. And I forgot the whole thing about elementals because I was focusing on death in the back. My own incompetence isn't helping. But yeah, these two in front are the easy part. Big bad death here. He doesn't seem too bad at first, his damage isn't that horrible. But this form. They chose this form. Oh. This game, it loves toying with me, alright. But yeah, put Ein in the front alone and keep him healed at all times. That is very important. It might not seem like much, but having any damage on him is a big problem. That's one elemental down at least, but it's not going to be enough of a head start to get us where we need to be. This time I just chose that weapon by accident. I am screwing up in all different flavors of manners today. Once this guy is down and out, though, that's when the real fight begins. Or rather, it will be. I'm going to try and not do that much, so... Okay. You see, that rage meter is, oh boy. He doesn't even use it when it first gets maxed out. He'll change to cardinal mode. So I remember how I said him resisting ice was completely pointless? Now he's weak to it. Because why not? I initially didn't bring any ice weapons because it said he resisted ice, but now it's your best means of hitting him. Meaning you have to completely switch up your strategy a little ways in, meaning you have to bring in weapons that compensate for both strategies in a game where you're only allowed to bring 4 at once. Also, the fact that you have a third party member is a bit of an issue, since if their health is below Ein's, they'll take priority with the healing. I'd bring a move that heals everything, but that is weaker than healing a single player, and anything less is a problem because of this. $400 damage, and he heals half of what he dealt. Now, thankfully, death is slow, meaning he can only move once every 2 turns, most of the time, which is good because I need 2 turns to heal Ein. But there's also the matter that, well, he might just decide to break that pattern and attack whenever he feels like it. Which is really bad, since his rage meter goes up blisteringly fast. I would bring an additional healing item, but I have to bring those Flambergs in order to deal with the elements and death during his first turn before he changes, meaning I'm locked out of my best healing item. If I could just bring a 5th item, then this would be so much more manageable. But because of Death's little deception, I am down an item slot. And yes, it really is just like this throughout the whole fight. Attack with Ein and Serene, heal Ein with Thea. Death uses his rage meter, and it just goes on and on and on. I couldn't even be bothered to finish the fight during my practice, because it's just so tedious. So instead, here's a little montage of how the fight will go until I inevitably have the cycle broken by Death getting impatient and knocking me out.
Check this
Well, he made it quick this time, I guess. Makes things easier for me. And yeah, Fia also doesn't even have any means of dealing damage, because the Flamberg does nothing. How amazing. And if you're thinking I swap out Ein in the front so he can have an extra turn to heal while another character takes the brunt of it, Wait, Serene took that how well? What? Did I just not try it with her? I could have sworn she'd be the first one I try it with. Okay, apparently I'm an idiot. No shock there, but it is to me. Congratulations, game. You're marginally more well-designed than I thought you were.
Check this out.
As is usual, it's me interpreting the situation. I really should just take the hint and stop judging things at face value. Well, at least I can go into this with more knowledge and less HP to deal with. I wonder if I can actually accomplish this without even having to restart the fight. Probably no, but might as well try. Okay, yeah, it's definitely no. This is why I came to the conclusion I did. Fia is terrible. But she's my only healer, so that is an issue. So not only can Serene take this attack, but she takes it better than Ein. The person who I just unluckily assumed to be the only one who could take it. I mean, Serene does have wings like an angel, even if they aren't angel wings, so I guess there's some semblance of holy energy. Maybe that's why, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some sort of logic in my head to explain what just happened. So yeah, with the knowledge that Serene can actually do well in this fight, I managed to get farther than I thought I would. That being said, it was still pretty poor on the basis that I didn't know a very important aspect about this fight that I really should have. This is my punishment. Well, we know what to do now.
Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry, I'm not this time. And this time, I hopefully won't get bad luck with these guys either. Well, looking good so far. Of course. One good luck in exchange for one bad luck is the law of equivalency, or... I'm just rambling. I just want to get back to where I was so I can put what I learned in action. That's really nice, but I don't really care about you, little elemental. I have someone more important to do business with right now. So if you would please get out of my way. Actually, let me switch Serene into the front right now. There we go. And let the true fight begin.
Check this out. Yeah.
Your deception won't work on me this time, Death, because this time I have the power of knowledge. And knowledge is stronger than any sort of deadly attack you could throw at me. I don't know, I was trying to make some sort of comedic joke about how knowledge is put on such high a pedestal, but it really is going to be my savior here. Alright, here is the moment of truth. Yeah, that's nothing. Only half as opposed to 3/4. That is a much needed improvement over Ein. It will make all the difference here, especially since Serene damages herself. And as long as I can get above the halfway mark, Serene is pretty safe. Which is much easier than having to go all the way up. Who would have guessed? A smaller amount is easier to achieve. I am once again stating the obvious, yet somehow also missing it. Truly, my talent knows no bounds. Alright, big guy. Just wave that big sickle of yours around so the better sight Wheedler can show you how it's done. At least she would if she had hers, but those things are pretty delicate, you know. You would know. You use them. You probably know. I wonder if the Grim Reaper ever has to replace his sight. I mean, that thing is kind of iconic, but I doubt it's been the same one throughout thousands of years of doing his job. I mean, there's so many people he has to reap. I imagine the thing gets worn down and rusted after a while. What do you think makes his sides? That guy probably makes a killing. And once again, I didn't realize the pun until I said it. Oh, I'm the one who's gonna be killing myself with these jokes. Sorry, Death, I'm putting you out of business. I can't stop laughing at my own stupidity. Okay, I think I'm good. Well, we're slowly getting there. Alright. I won't interrupt you this time. Okay, good. I couldn't remember if I'd healed already. Even though I had just done it. I managed to miss even the things I've done. That's how badly I can't pay attention. Oh, well.
Check this out.
As long as we get through the other side with our souls intact, it doesn't matter. Just keep healing, just keep scratching, and that's all we need to worry about. All the way back to heal. Back to full. Healed back to full. Yeah, can't even talk right. I'm just having all sorts of problems today. You know, for an attack called Onslaught of Doom, it really isn't as deadly as I made it out to be, but I guess that's another one of Death's deceptions. You know, it's kind of weird that Death would use an attack that would heal himself. But then again, he absorbs life. And, you know, I've already went on about the technicalities of how Death works. I mean, I guess I need something to talk about. Since, as well as it's going, it's still pretty slow, so... I guess Death healing himself has to do with him absorbing the life, which I guess is what Death's benefit from reaping souls is. I don't actually know, I've never talked to the guy, but I'm coming to an educated guess here. What do you think he's thinking right now? Is like, why is my attack not working? It's a scythe, I'm supposed to take souls. What species is Serene? Maybe they don't have souls, maybe they have something else. Well, we're getting there eventually. Even if Death does absorb Serene's life force, we're coming out with a net positive. Through the power of a dumb stick. You know, thinking about it, I don't think an attack by Death would take, like, traditional health points away. It'd be more like, you know, a different type of ethereal energy. I don't think it'd do traditional damage, since you can't really restore the soul unless this thing actually has that power. In which case, maybe I shouldn't be wasting them so haphazardly. These things will innovate the medical scene. Then again, not really, because you don't really need to bring your soul back during traditional medical procedures. In what incident would you lose part of your soul, unless you sold it to the devil? I mean, if you were to sell your soul to the devil, would it just be possible to pay for a medical procedure where they repair it with one of these things? I mean, maybe. I guess, what would you be selling your soul for if you're willing to put in the money to buy the procedure to repair it? I guess eternal happiness would be one thing, since you wouldn't really need money if you're happy no matter what. I am discussing all sorts of really important and thought-provoking topics here, but I'm almost done with the fight, so maybe I should get back to focusing on the game, and instead of rambling on about stupid things. Yeah, this guy is kind of sick of my rambling too, so I'll just try not to make him angry here. Almost there. Just a few more and we're good to go.
Check this out.
Hopefully without me going on about something stupid. Because I've done enough of that. Alright, just one more attack and we're good. Unless it's Fia. Of course. Well, I tried. no, we're almost at the end of this. Do you really need to stick to such a fancy set of movements in order to do it? Because I think we're all tired of this whole thing by now. This should be good, right? If not, I will be very upset. Okay, we're good to go. It was a long journey to get here, and an even longer journey to reach the end, but finally.
I barely broke a sweat.
Really, Serene?
Oh, right.
And a new skill.
Yes.
And at least we accomplished something from waggling that stick around. B rank. Perfectly average, to summarize me struggling through this whole thing. Whew. Thank goodness. You know, I started this whole thing with a sense of, reluctance, not wanting to deal with all the pain, but I've gotten through it and it feels pretty good. Thank goodness. Looks like we finally reached the end. Yeah, let's bring it all around. Big group hug, even you, Lena. Although I'm not hugging you as much as the others, but I'll hug you. Okay, I'll hug you a tiny bit. Like, I'll touch you with the tip of my fingers. Of course. You know, I should have figured this would happen considering he's deaf. Yeah, thank goodness. Supposed to. Of course there is. Yes? You just skipped the important part. Yeah, and so is an explanation. That's also shrouded in darkness. Why does no one ever explain things? Unraveling the secret of the Onyx with the help of a walkthrough, Ein and company made their way through Moreno and sealed the last of the Accursed. Finally, all of the Accursed have been sealed. Ein, believing that Riviera has been saved, hurries back to Lendia in high spirits. Oh boy. Thank goodness, because I could use a break. Great, you do that. What about you? You happy there, Fairy? Thank you. I didn't ask that. Oh well, at least now I can finally rest. How about you, Fia? What are your thoughts now that the adventure is over? Am I going to live here? Hopefully not, because I'd rather be as far away from Lena as possible. Oh. Well, looks like they already took care of that for me. Alright, I can stay here. That sounds great. I could use the warm welcome back right now. In fact, before I end the video, how about one last victory lap around the village? I haven't really given these guys much attention, so I might as well now that, well, they have a reason to acknowledge me. If you did something heroic, you might as well stick around to hear people's thanks and praises. You're welcome. Thank you. That's the kind of thing I need to hear right now. How about the kids over here? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I did. Thank you. Honestly, it feels great after all I've went through in this game, and Nine still has his old habit of climbing roofs for no reason. Let's visit this guy. I talked about blacksmiths earlier. I don't know if this guy made scythes, but maybe. I guess I could ask if I'm gonna be sticking around. Or at least I could if I had dialogue options. Then again, if there were, I doubt any of them would have to do with scythes. But yes, thank you. Let's move on, because the sooner we get through this, the sooner I can stop and finally get some rest. What about the guys in the caverns? What do these guys have to say? What if the game just ends with Ein breaking his spine as he falls? Would certainly feel a bit cathartic. Even the sprites are talking about me. Apparently I'm popular with everyone right now. Well, congratulations. It isn't already? Isn't this place a fantasy world? I thought everyone knows about magic in fantasy worlds. Oh well. What are you referring to? This place? I mean, yeah, I guess this place is alright. There's not really demons here to annoy me. And certainly an improvement from all the places we visited. And why did I come here? There's no one here. Oh, well, not like there's any need to rush. This is a time to relax. The spring, I haven't been there yet. Oh, right, you don't talk. Why did I come here? You don't talk. Why did I come here? All I got was the silent treatment and some standoffish comments. The Grove of Repose, that place sounds relaxing. I should just head there. Oh, trust me, it felt much longer. No, that wasn't the scary part. It was the loss of sanity. I could use a place like that. What about you, Serene? Yeah, me too. Although it's not just being here, it's being here with you. Nailed it. Yep. Not bad. Not. You know, I came here to relax, not get confused. What is... what? How about you? Did I go to Moreno Cemetery? Boy, did I ever. Souvenirs? No, sorry. Honestly, that was inconsiderate of me. I should have brought gifts for everyone in order to celebrate it finally being the end of this mess. And to bring it to its conclusion, I have to come in here and tell the guy his wild guess wasn't completely a waste of time. Apparently you were right about the accursed. Congrats on that. I'm glad I didn't have to go through another dungeon to find it. Keep the thanks coming there, old man. Yep, thank you. Oh boy, did I ever earn it. And for some sweet dreams. What's going on now? Yeah, it's you again. Of course something disastrous is about to happen. Why wouldn't it? Things can't just ever go smoothly, can they? I mean, it would only make sense. The aquariums? Okay, now we're introducing aquariums? Yeah, that's also what I was thinking. Who's the sealed one? Well, that sounds like a net positive to me. Why? Why does it have to be me? What even are they? You call them aquariums, but I doubt they have anything to do with fish. No, not immediately. I have earned this rest. Blessings aren't gonna do much for me in this game. Could you hurry it up? I know I said I needed a break, but this is not what I had in mind. Of course we do. It could never just end on a happy note. I always have to be dragged further and further into this mess. I don't care. Of course he does. He has all the knowledge, like where the accursed might be. He might have gotten this far just through complete luck. But yeah, I'm not going to bother with this right now, because I've earned the break. Yeah, it's not going to. In this world, I've learned that a positive outlook gets you nowhere. So instead, I'm just going to not bother and leave it for later. So yeah, I'm Mercury, and in the next video we're going to be averting another disaster because this world can't take care of itself. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.